Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today we're silage packing. Let's get into the video, but beforehand, be sure to subscribe, guys. We're just getting into the swing of Harvest 2019. That's the first 25 acres that we've harvested right here. So we got a long journey ahead of us, guys, and I really hope that you guys join us along this. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment if you have any questions. Let's get into this video. The time lapse is going to be absolutely awesome. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video to see that time lapse, guys. It's going to be sweet. I really hope that time lapse is working well. Oh yeah, they're chopping right there. So this will be a good view for you guys on seeing unloading these wagons and the trucks. All he does is flip a hydraulic, that gate opens up, and then everything just kind of dumps right out. It's just all it is, the conveyor floor moving backwards. It's gonna be really nice so we can just drive straight down, and we don't have to push all this mass up the hill. But for me, all I'm doing is basically working half and half. So when one dumps here, I kind of pack down on the other side and then I flip-flop. One, two, three, four, five, 6 tractors all within a half a football field. It's pretty neat. Got the truck, tractor, myself, the 340 and Pat are chopping right there. We're just trying to open this up. And I'm not sure who that is. One of Blanchard's hired hands, I think. I think they're just opening up, trying to get more room so we can swing down and start driving down the pit here. My guess. I'm not 100% sure. So now he pushed up this side, so we'll flip-flop. I'll pack this side, he'll push up the other side. There's Nathan waiting to dump. Oh geez, I really hope Kurt doesn't have to back down that. That's not very fun in that tractor, because that 340 Magnum doesn't have near the turning radius. Let's see what Pat. So Pat's just checking the feed, how this stuff's packing right now. Curtis is waiting to drive down this because he can't turn around. Nathan's gonna dump. Organized chaos right here. Organized chaos. First wagon going down the pile this year. First of many. There goes Nathan. Probably should pay attention to where I'm driving, but he's just dumping right now. It's kind of hard dumping uphill, but we can get it for the most part. It's just worth it because having so much of this weight all the way up on top of this pile is well worth it. It saves wear and tear on the tractor and saves us time. Because you know, gravity kind of sucks. Time lapse is still going, by the way. It's right there. So guys, so there's not a lot happening right now. That's why I haven't been getting a lot of footage. Literally all I'm doing is going back and forth, back and forth. Packing this pile, that's what needs to happen. So that's why I'm not showing a ton. But as I mentioned before, we're doing this mainly to get all the air out of this bunk. That way we can fit as much in here as possible, the highest density, as well as get all the air out of this bunk as much to help it ferment. Nathan must have switched wagons because he had trouble with that other one. And I'm gonna sit here for a hot second. Well, that's kind of neat. Go out and get a picture of that. Dumping. Waiting. So how we ended up doing this was we kind of basically made 3 lanes. One in the middle, one to the right, one to the left, and they just kind of alternate where they're dumping, and then he'll go out and clean up where the piles just were. He'll kind of smooth it out, and then I'll just come start packing them down. So now here's my cue. I find that I need to basically run over each spot at least 3 times to get it nice and packed. So I try to do it as much before the next wagon comes in. I usually like to run about 3.5, 4 mile an hour. Running 3.8 right now. Go all the way down to the bottom, flip the shuttle, and head back up the hill. It's a really easy job, guys. You might think I get bored of it, but honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. I don't get to drive Big Red too much. Not Big Red. I watch How Farms Work video too much. I haven't got to drive the 400 a terrible amount, so this is just fun. No complaints from me whatsoever. I mean, driving the chopper would be cool too, but that will never happen. I mean, maybe when Nathan takes over the chopping business when he gets back from college, but for sure not now. We've done 50 of those so far, 25 left, 75 total. Loads. Farming, still going back and forth. So now we're making it right now with just 2 guys on wagons. Sean, that's Nathan Curtis on wagons. Sean with the loader still pushing, and I'm still packing, Pat's still chopping. So it's working well. So after Nathan gets out of here, Sean will move over to the big pile, and I'll start packing where he was just leveled out. Because Curtis just came in and dumped on the right-hand side. Up the big hill I go. This is fun! Yay! Ooh. It's even got bumps in the ride. There they are. So chopping along. We're over halfway done, but man, we had a lot to go. Alright, some more Curtis time. I'm done. Well, I'm going to give you guys a little bit. Ooh, bird. Here's the silage falling out. Just coming out the back with the door moving. This is Curtis's rig. Sean's running the loader right now, smoothing off the kind of the front. I'm running the 400. Sorry, I just did a live stream, guys. If you haven't, go check that live stream out right now. But I had to end that thing because I just kept getting phone calls. I gotta figure out a way to put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I'm doing live streams. Probably gonna do about 4 more loads. Not a lot. This thing's getting real full. You guys haven't seen it in a while. The time lapse is gonna be absolutely awesome. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video to see that time lapse, guys. It's gonna be sweet. I started this time lapse when the bunk was empty, so it's gonna be awesome. Pushing, stomping, going down the hill. All right, so here we go. Now I got the drone up in the air. Well, I am currently packing the pile. The drone shots were a little bit blurry, so I do apologize for that, guys. But it is actually was kind of neat being able to get the drone up in the air while I was actually packing the pile. But I've never actually been around when we were packing this pile. Usually I'm off working or whatever, so it just kind of worked out this year where I was able to come out and help. And it actually, they needed the help too, because I mean, when we were here, if all goes well, 5 people are needed, but obviously everything didn't go well because that tractor with the blade is sitting right there. For those of you guys who don't know, check out the first video of this part of this series. In the the card will be in the right hand corner right now, but that tractor's front end actually went out, so we needed 6 people. We got away with 5 people, but we should have 6 people. 3 guys running wagons and then 2 guys packing and patting the chopper. But hey, it ended up working. So we did this on a Sunday where our normal hired hand was actually gone today. So it actually worked out pretty well how many people that we had helping. So what we're doing right now, guys, is we are chopping silage, obviously. And again, as I explained in the first video, but what I didn't explain in the first video is this feed will actually last us the entire year. What we're doing this is we'll stick this in a bunk, pack it down, and then we'll let it sit there for a couple weeks before we start actually feeding out of it. And what that does is actually lets the feed ferment. And why we let it ferment is because, why we let it ferment is because it basically creates a good feed value. Again, I don't know the science behind it, but I just know that it creates a much better feed value as I just stop in the wagon. Curtis is driving that tractor right there. Nathan is driving the truck. Actually, sorry, I lied. Curtis is driving the tractor that's coming up behind us, not right now, not the one that's full. Nathan's driving the chopper truck. But anyway, so we actually put up about 900 tons. Each wagon load weighs about 12 tons approximately, and we put about 75 on that pile. And I mean, that lasts us all year. So it lasts us 330 days, because usually we run out towards like middle of September, which is why we usually like to chop before that. So, and it just worked out that we're chopping right now. It just got to freeze. So you want to chop when the corn is still green, because when it's not, A, it's dangerous to chop because it gets really very, very dusty. And B, it just creates a much better feed value, and it packs so much better. When you have, think about it like this, when you have dry sand, how well does that pack in a clump? Well, it's the same thing with dry feed. When you have dry feed, it doesn't pack worth a dang. But when you have a little bit of moisture in there, it's much, much better. And one thing that everyone always asks me is, I've been getting a lot of questions lately, is why do we have so many 3-axle trailers or wagons? Why don't we have 2 axles or trailers? So the reason for that is the chopper pulls these wagons quite a bit. So you can kind of see 3 axles instead of 2, basically take away that front axle. So all the weight's on the tongue of the tractor. Well, we feel we can hold more, even though we lose maneuverability and how well it tracks on the road. We feel like that we gain so much more because we can drop wagons while they're loaded, but we can also stick it behind the chopper, and when the chopper opens up fields, it's just so much nicer. So as Nathan's pulling into the bunk right now, it's actually this chopper truck is really slick. Even though we can't pull down the bunk with it fully loaded, it still works out pretty well because the chopper truck is just so maneuverable. Gosh darn it, I apologize, guys. But anyway, so we have the Steiger 400. It's got 2,700 hours on it at this point, 27 and a quarter, I believe. And the New Holland T7 210 loader tractor has about 3,600 hours on it. It wouldn't surprise me if we get rid of that tractor here soon. It's been a good tractor for us, but I think we need something just a touch bigger. Because look at it, struggling right there. Granted, he was really trying to push a load up there, but still, like, it would have been nicer to have a little bit bigger of a tractor. But overall, we got this bunk filled. You'll be able to see the full thing in the time lapse and in the next video in 2 days. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this. I do want to get more drone footage, but real quick, guys, how do you like drone footage? I'm going to put a poll up in the top right corner now. Please check that. Would you rather have this type of drone footage where I'm talking over it and kind of giving you guys more information and running my mouth? Or would you guys rather have music? What would you guys rather have? Please let me know in the poll in the right-hand corner. Thank you guys so much. So guys, when you're doing mindless things like this, your mind just can't help but wander. Why does everybody hate Nickelback? Like, come on, what has everyone got against Nickelback? What did they ever do? I love Nickelback. I'm probably gonna get smited for that now, but still running the same pattern. Just kind of working dump middle, left, center, right. But I'm just kind of working, packing this way to this way, just kind of trying to get wheel tracks over everything. My goal is every time they dump a load to go over it at least twice, every square inch with these duals. So essentially I got 4 wheel tracks, and I'm just kind of inching over a foot at a time. It's a very monotonous and boring job, but hey, I actually am having fun with it. And there they are right there chopping. I know someone's gonna ask, this tractor's got 2787 hours. Bought it brand new in 2012, I want to say. One of the first models I had out with DEF, or government juice. They've done that a lot today. I want to say each of them has got about 25 to 30 loads each. Couple more loads left. Know what I should be doing, guys? I should be listening to podcasts right now. Let's do it.
Leave it at that.
Go ahead.
It's gonna stay that way.
Decent podcast right here so far.
Which, ironically, begs
Lights are coming on, guys. Favorite time of the day.
Right now, which is fitting for a podcast, but it's my favorite shirt. I threw this on.
Getting down there. Pat's gonna do one more round, I think. Nathan's just dumping right now. I really wish we would have kept track of how many loads that we'd had. It would have been kind of cool to see how many loads we put in this, but we're up high right now, guys. We're probably 20 feet above that cement there. Alrighty, that's the last load we'll get on here for now. For tonight at least. We had to actually shut down and put the corn head on and run earlage for a little bit because we're out of earlage. We're gonna do some earlage for so we can actually feed cattle. So Sean and I are just gonna finish up here. We're just gonna keep packing, finish packing this pile, and then not sure what we're gonna do. Might shut down early for the night. I guess not really early. It's like 8 o'clock right now. Really hoping that time lapse worked, guys. I'm just stoked for it. All right, favorite time of the day, right here. These LEDs pop on so quick, so I have no problem seeing behind me whatsoever, because I got lights down there and up top. But the issue that I have is I can't see much in front of me, because you'll see here shortly. So I can see a little bit, but now I can't see anything. Just goes right into the pile. So I'm just gonna make do. Just gonna pack down what I can right now and head over to talk to Pat, see what's going on. Cross the fingers, the time lapse is still working. Looks like it. Still listening to that off the cab or husk, whatever it is. All right, last time up the pile, and then calling her good for the night. All done. Let's shut her down. Got her tucked away for the night. Pat's chopping some earlage right now, so we're gonna grab some food. My grandma's calling me. Alrighty, guys, just made it home. Enjoy the time lapse. Back home, forgot to record the outro. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, comment if you have any questions. I'm very good at responding to them. Be sure to subscribe. Really means a lot to me. Follow us on Facebook and Insta. And as always, ta-ta for now.